Welcome back to another episode of Broncs and Donks, and today is the beginning of a new series. Don't worry, we're still going to be doing ranching vlogs, but we just wanted to add a new element to the channel. I think you're all really going to enjoy, so sit back, relax, and here we go. The objective of the day was to find a fresh set of lion tracks on our mules. The dogs we use have amazing noses and are able to smell a lion hours after it's already passed through. But it's best to get an early start on the day before the sun burns the scent off, which is exactly what we did. Well, kind of. We're saddling up the donks. It's 5:30 in the morning. We're getting an early start on it. No, just kidding. It's like almost 7.
It's supposed to start at 5:30, but we're running on Olsen time as usual.
The best time there is.
We're gonna have a long day.
Well, boys, you guys ready to head out?
Yes, sir.
Let's go find us a puma.
Let's roll. Come on, long legs. Come on, dog. Oh, there's an old lion track walking up the trail. See this one right here? That's a panther.
Well, we know there's pumas here, boys.
That's it right there, Ken. Oh, that was a good leap.
Why climb up when you can jump on?
Well, the donkeys are pulling ahead. We're waiting on the horse guy back there.
Here's for him, Cannon. Flap his ears.
Well, we found ourselves a little horn here. Tiny. Better than nothing, though. Well, we just sat down for a little lunch here. What are the chances of us finding a puma this afternoon?
Slim to none.
Well, we might be looking for sheds then.
Oh, look at him. Pose.
You put it as far from me as possible so it looks used. Or you do one of these numbers. Look how big that face is.
Well, we all split up after lunch. The old mule and I went out looking for sheds, see if we could cut any tracks, and wouldn't you know, we found another old white one. It's so thick through here, there could be sheds really anywhere, and I probably walked by a whole ton that I just couldn't see. They were just behind the wrong tree. I'm gonna wait for Cannon, Jason, and Connor to get back up to me. They went clear out there, and I kind of went this way looking, but my mule's beat. We went through some rough stuff today.
Oh no! Oh no! Let's go, Arrow!
Oh,
yeah!
Well, we had no luck today, so we're on our way back. We're gonna make a new plan tonight. It's been a pretty tough go. We put a ton of miles on those horses today. Old Cannon's been telling me that this time of the year is real difficult for the lion hunt. There's no fresh snow for the dogs to track the cats through. They're going through dirt, so we gotta find pretty fresh tracks. After getting an early start on the day, we were determined to find some fresh lion tracks. So we set off on our trusty mules. Well, all except one. We're back at her this morning, and today we're on the donks again.
here we go, baby. Cold.
It's a little chilly today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like a glove.
The old mule.
Ride him! Ride him! You had her, Tuber? What happened?
He came off the front. I didn't even get my stirrups in.
The walk of shame.
Shut up. I know he bucked me off.
Will, are you and old Daddy Longlegs friends again?
Oh, we're best buds.
After an exciting morning and a beautiful ride up the mountain, nothing could top our day except for finding some fresh lion tracks. So we set off around the cliffs where the lions like to hang out. The old four-wheel drive.
Four-wheel drive.
All right, the dogs are right off this ledge here. Cannon's been following them. Tied up the horses up here.
Looking pretty good. We got a fresh tiger track coming across where the dogs did. Trailing pretty good.
Good.
Hopefully we get her done. Right here. Tracks there.
Oh, is that a good sized track?
Yes, sir.
You can see them dogs running along this hillside right here in the cliffs.
Nice thing about today is it's freaking cool, and that'll help keep the scent of the track. It won't burn off as fast. It's freaking probably only 25 degrees out here. It's freaking cold. Way too cold for a freaking donkey ride.
Too cold when you're laying in the dirt.
Yeah, shut up. Dogs are trailing this thing pretty dang good, man. They're hauling some butt.
Oh, heck yeah.
They're going good.
The dogs are clearing the freak over there, so we're gonna hop on the donks and go catch up. At one point, it seemed as if the dogs were ledged up, so Cannon and I made our way through the ledges to see if the dogs needed help getting down. So those dogs started clear up on top of this cliff, and now they're down below this next cliff, or down there. Pretty amazing how they can navigate these cliffs.
Not very trustworthy piece of rock right there.
Those dogs came through these ledges right here, passed underneath us, and now they're running clear over there. Well, we didn't end up catching the lion today. He ended up jumping down a couple of these really big ledges the dogs couldn't get down. And it was getting a little later in the day, so we decided to call it. So we went up this canyon where you can't even see, kind of to the left here. Went all around these rims, all the way to where that sunlight is on the back side of it. That's how far we tracked that lion today. Those dogs did a dang good job though, jumping through those cliffs as long as they did. This has ended up being a pretty tough hunt, tracking these lions through this hard dirt. But we're not gonna let that get our spirits down. Today was a good day. We're gonna be back at it again tomorrow, hopefully on another lion. Today was different for two reasons, Devin and Bob. We brought Devin along because he had a bear tag, so we were able to pursue both lions and bears that day. Second, Bob brought his hounds, so we had more dog power.
We got stuff flying everywhere. Well, came out this morning, Almost snow from yesterday melted off, but little brother came up and set him up this trail here, and he got him he says he's got us a fresh tiger track up here in the snow.
I'm pretty sure that track is from this morning. It's got dirt in the track.
Perfect. Which way is it headed?
I don't know, it might be heading up the trail. I haven't walked up there yet, but...
You sure it's a tiger, Beaver?
Positive. 100%.
We'll see you in just a sec.
What do you got, Beaver?
God, that's a puma.
You can see where old Beav got excited. He came running back down the trail. Oh yeah, baby. That is a big lion. Right here, got us a big old Tom tiger. Let's go get the dogs rolling, boys.
I'll see right here.
What do you think?
I'm ready for a nap.
Dogs are trailing pretty good. It's a pretty fresh track. One of the fresher ones we ran.
So those dogs ran to the top of this, on top of that big ledge, ran clear over, and now they're coming back down where you can't really see.
Looking pretty good, Mr. Olson. The dogs are flat out moving. Tell the camera the good news. We're treed. Apparently. Oh, we're treed up.
The GPS was telling us that we had dogs treed above and below the ledges. So we decided to split up. Us young bucks would hike clear around and get on top of the ledges and see if we could find anything, while Devin and Bob would hike up to the bottom and investigate there. Well, we're heading up the trail here to see what the dogs are doing. We think it might be treed.
Not sure.
Not sure. Here's another look at our hike. Those cliffs up on top you can see right there, they got them treed right on top of that cliff, so we're gonna hike up to it. Man, it's a good thing I have my snowshoes. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, same here.
Breaking trail.
By the time we got to the top of the ledges, we heard Bob yelling up at us.
Bob's telling me, he says, I swear I just seen a bear run through there.
There for sure on a bear. I really didn't believe him just because of how early in the season it is. How is a bear gonna get up this? Look at this.
Bob was almost certain this bear had run up the cliff next to us, so Cannon went off to investigate to see if he could find any tracks. A couple minutes later, we heard Cannon yelling back at us. Yeah!
A bear den.
A bear den? Don't go in it!
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's get over there!
Good dog.
We get up there and sure as heck we had us a bear. Good dog.
Dude, that bear came up and hit that little... Dude, that bear came up and hit that...
They started screaming down below saying, this thing's a bear, it's a bear. And I was rushing up there, you know, the ultimate goal was to kill it with my bow, but these spring bears are just a whole nother animal. It just doesn't work that way.
Although we were in yelling distance of Bob and Devin, in order to get on top of the cliff, they would have to hike clear around where it wasn't so steep. Before they could get up to us, the bear started to get restless.
Oh, he was gonna come. What? Look, he keeps on getting closer. Look, he's getting closer.
He does.
He's crawling.
Oh! Get it, get it!
Well, that's when Connor yelled at me. He goes like, "Cannon, jump!" I look up at Bald Fox and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, that bear's coming. He's
He's gonna come around this side of the trees. Are gonna come around this side of the. Which side are you gonna go around? Which side are you gonna go around? And then he's about from here to the skis away on this side. And then Connor's like, "Cannon, jump!" I look at Bald Fox. I was like, "Oh."
And I just see Cannon.
Did you hear me?
Cannon going up it. After the bear took off, it started covering some serious country. So we decided to regroup, head back down to the side-by-side and four-wheelers, drive around the mountain, and hike up in a better place where we could cut the bear off.
Really broken up there.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
On the edge of the trees. 428.
There he is right there.
Oh.
That wasn't steady at all, man. That second shot felt good though. You might have hit him. Didn't sound like it.
So after I done the 2 quick shots, we ended up having to regroup and head down a completely different ridge.
We're gonna move around this next bulls. We're gonna go try and get another good look at it.
It was probably 7-8 hours of non-stop chasing this bear. These bears, they're amazing, and the dogs are even more amazing because, you know, that's probably my favorite part is just watching the dogs work. And I kept telling myself if these dogs have put in all this work, then I'm not going to give up, and we're gonna get it.
Put it on 780 and freaking let her fly. Be careful of dogs behind you.
Whacked him. Whacked.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, yeah.
How long of a show is it?
Big bear down, boys. Big bear down.
Go, boys.
Yeah, so when we got up to this bear, after probably another hour and a half hike through the snow, you always hear that that the animals kind of shrink when you get up to them. This was not the case.
I'll catch you.
A bear this caliber, it's just unbelievable. Seeing an absolute giant bear on the ground for the first time is it's a little bit overwhelming. And I was just very, very grateful.
So I like it when their nose gets that light color right on the end of it.
Yeah. The bear we ended up getting on was an absolute giant bear. That bear that we ended up killing and catching was just about this same size. It had one of the bigger skulls that I've probably ever seen killed. The bear skull was just over 20 inches, which is an absolute giant bear. Anything over 18, 19 is an absolute giant. It's a really big bear.
If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a share. YouTube's algorithm isn't very fond of videos, so it probably won't get many views without your help. We put a lot of hard work into this video, and it'd be a shame if only a couple of you could see it. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for part 2. We still have a lion tag, and we need to get that tiger.
Just go ahead and shut up. I'm trying to listen to the dogs. Don't need to have us come back here to that false tree, and so.